So we'll read through this example. This example says, if you deposit $100,000 in a savings account, earning an interest rate of 3.8% per year, how long will it take to grow to be $145,000? Right. So let's start the summary. Well, we're going to deposit $100,000 in the savings account today. The present value is $100,000. So PV equals $100,000. If we want to find out how long it will take to grow to become $145,000, well, $145,000 is obviously what it's going to be in the future. So future value is $145,000. Again, no mention of payments here, so I'll put that in my summary just as a reminder to myself that there are no payments, so I'll be sure to put 0 in as my payment. The interest rate is 3.8% per year, so it's per annum. So that's J1. J1 interest rate equals 3.8%. And I'm looking for N. Okay. So we've got my summary. So let's start entering all the information into the calculator. And we'll start with the interest rate as usual. So the interest rate was 3.8%. Use interest rate per year key to enter that. It's a J1 interest rate, so I know the very next step has to be 1 entered as my periods per year. So 1 shift key periods per year. Payments are 0, of course, so again, 0 goes into your payment key. I'm in the habit of doing that. Next step is to enter $100,000 as a negative number. So I'm depositing $100,000. It's coming out of my pocket. It's going to somebody else. So I'll enter it as a negative $100,000. So I enter 100,000, hit the plus minus key, hit the present value key, and it shows up as negative $100,000. The future value, we also know, it's $145,000. So this $100,000 is going to grow to become $145,000 at some point in the future. We don't know how long yet, but we'll find that out. So 145,000 is entered as a positive number, so we don't have to change the sign. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of information. So we've got all 5. So the only thing left is to calculate the 6th piece of information, which is N. So we hit N, and we get 9.962615. Now, if I ask the question, 9.96, that's 9.96 what? Well, technically, these are compounding periods, right? But what is my compounding period exactly? Well, if my periods per year are 1, then my N has to be years. 1 period per year is years, so this is years. 9.962 years. So when we get a question that asks us for N, we have to pay attention to what the compounding periods are. In this case, 9.96 compounding periods or years. Sometimes when you get questions that ask you for N, you might look at the answers, the answer options, and they might all be expressed in months or weeks or days, or something different. So we have to make sure that we pay attention to what those compounding periods are. Usually this question, the answer would say 9.96 years. Might say 9.96 compounding periods. What if it said 9.96 weeks? Well, it's clearly not the right answer. The number is right, but it's not the right terms. It's not weeks. It's not months. It's years. So when you look at the answers, we'll make sure those match up as well.